Bangor. From the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, the latest on a scary shooting spree in southern Maine that left 4 people dead and 3 others injured.
Plus, state lawmakers are considering new restrictions on the popular social media app TikTok.
And officials hope Mainers will keep highway safety in mind as we cruise into the warm summer months. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us. We'll have those stories coming up, including an interesting interview on this new moisturizer made out of lobster.
Yeah.
We just learned about it during the last hour. It's kind of neat.
It's Maine made and it seems really revolutionary. I'm excited.
Yeah, we love that. But first, a check of the forecast. Looks like kind of another gray day today. It won't be as wet as we've seen the last couple of days. The good news is that we're heading into some sunshine, so the next couple of days should be pretty nice.
Yep, plan accordingly. Here's Conrad Zapinski with the forecast.
Thank you so much. Our first weather today is brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. Call us today for a free, no obligation evaluation on your property. All right, folks, hopefully you had your umbrellas the last couple of days. Monday and Tuesday, it was a bit messy. We had some rain showers in the area. Now things are starting to clear out. That rain is finally starting to move out of the area. Visibility is not too bad. We are all at pretty much 10 right now. We did have some pretty dense fog yesterday here in town and just outside into Waterville, Augusta as well. But today, not the same story. Temperatures, though, are colder. We're looking at 30s right now by the coast. Here in town, we're looking at temperatures around 40 degrees, but just north of town, those lighter blue colors, those indicate mid-30s outside, even a couple of temperatures close to the freezing mark. So it's definitely a bit cooler. But look at this. We're going to warm back up into those mid-50s today. Mostly cloudy skies, so we will see peaks of sunshine. Overall, though, lots of clouds tonight. We will see partly cloudy skies, some more decrease in clouds, mid-30s outside. And then tomorrow we're looking at even a nicer weather. Temperatures in those upper 50s. Lots of sunshine tomorrow, though, but those winds will be blowing out of the northwest and gusting close to 20 miles an hour. Later on today, though, we're actually going to see a good amount of sunshine. Temperatures will be warming back up into the 50s.
Thank you, Conrad. We'll see you later on. Well, first this morning, that scary scene in southern Maine. 3 people injured yesterday in a shooting on Interstate 295. Maine State Police say these shootings' injuries have a connection with 4 people who were found dead in Bowdoin who also suffered gunshot wounds. Police have arrested and charged 34-year-old Joseph Eaton of Bowdoin with the murder of the 4 people. Brad Rogers was in Yarmouth yesterday with details regarding the shooting injuries.
State police say around 10:30 this morning, a suspect opened fire on 295, shooting at vehicles. A woman who we aren't identifying told CBS 13 her brother was driving south on the highway with his son and daughter when the suspect fired at their vehicle, injuring the 2 siblings. Those 2, plus another victim, were rushed to Maine Medical Center, one in critical condition.
There was several shots in transition between the 2 mile markers from 17 down to here. A lot happened this morning between those 2 scenes, and those are the people that we want to talk to, those people that were impacted by this.
One of those witnesses is Cassidy Voicine.
We saw a bunch of smoke, and my friend in the truck was like, I think that's gunpowder, like gun smoke.
She was a passenger in a pickup truck heading south on 295 when she saw this car with the windshield shot out pull in front of them, swerving, and then pull off at exit 15. She realized later they had witnessed the shooting.
It's awful. It's so weird to think that like we were right behind them when this happened.
It could have been you.
That's what I was thinking. It could have been us, and like there's a baby in the back seat too, so it was crazy.
Today we saw several SWAT teams and a canine unit go into the woods between exits 15 and 17 looking for evidence in this shooting. Stephen Broberg was in a bank near exit 17 when he was alerted to shelter in place.
I was kind of shocked. It's a small town, small community. To see it happen here is a little shocking. People are taking it seriously. I think that's because it's happening all over the country.
State police say a person of interest is in custody tonight, but are giving very few details. The person of interest, is he cooperating? Is he talking?
I can't talk about those things, sir.
As you see, 295 is back open tonight. State police still have some patrol units in the area, but they want to assure everyone that there is no longer a threat here to the public.
Maine State Police were very busy yesterday working multiple scenes in regards to these shootings. Owen Kingsley has the details regarding the 4 people found shot to death in a Bowdoin home.
Scary, it's very scary. You know, it could be us.
Tuesday morning, police responded to a home in Bowdoin and found 4 people dead. 34-year-old Joseph Eaton of Bowdoin was arrested Tuesday on 4 counts of murder.
My heart goes out to the families. I wish them all the best, and I'm praying for them.
Between this scene here on Augusta Road and a shooting later Tuesday morning on I-295 in Yarmouth, police are still piecing together what happened, only saying that the 2 events are connected.
A lot happened this morning between those 2 scenes.
For several hours Tuesday, we've seen Saginaw County sheriffs and Maine State Police come and go from this house on Augusta Road. Crime scene tape is up, and state police evidence technicians and detectives have been walking the area around the house. State police say the 4 victims were shot, but we won't know the actual cause of death until later this week.
The 4 bodies have been taken to the OCME and Office of the Chief Medical Examiner's office in Augusta, where they will determine the cause and manner of death.
Yes.
Bobby Joe and Corrine Stevens live down the road in Richmond and couldn't believe something like this could happen so close to home.
Small town, but it happens anywhere now, I guess. Don't matter where you live.
It's scary. That's all I can say, scary.
The identities of the victims have yet to be released. As of this morning, the status of those that were injured is unknown. As of last night, though, one of the 3 was in critical condition, and investigators believe there is no threat to the public.
Well, meanwhile, a drug trafficking investigation led to a significant seizure in Calais. The Washington County Sheriff's Office responded to a criminal threatening complaint back on April 16th that led them to believe a drug trafficking operation was being conducted from a residence on Lafayette Street. During a search, officers found fentanyl, more than 72 grams of methamphetamine, and over 105 grams of suspected cocaine base with a street value of approximately $46,000. They also seized 3 firearms, $2,700 in suspected drug proceeds, and other evidence of drug trafficking. 32-year-old Stephen Perkins of Calais is now being charged with aggravated drug trafficking, possession of firearms by a prohibited person, and violation of bail. 25-year-old Capri Lambert of New York City and 28-year-old Devin Madigan of Bangor are charged with aggravated trafficking of scheduled drugs. Washington County Sheriff Barry Curtis says more charges are possible.
Bangor police arrested a man after responding to a report of a family fight. According to police, Jason Reveal of Bangor was taken into custody Tuesday morning after Bangor police were called to Center Street. A woman told police a man physically assaulted her before she fled the residence. Detectives determined she showed signs of having been assaulted and transported her to a local hospital for treatment. Reveal is being held at the Penobscot County Jail on a charge of domestic violence aggravated assault. All right, the time now is 8:08. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, state officials are asking people to drive extra careful as we head into the busy summer travel season, an effort that could save lives.
But first, another look at our weather forecast. Today will be mostly cloudy with a high near 54 degrees. We may see a little sunshine. Partly cloudy tonight with lows in the mid-30s, followed by a beautiful, mostly sunny day tomorrow. The highs tomorrow almost up near 60 degrees.
Sure, the driveway looks good now with the snow on it, but you know what will still be under there in the spring? The same cracks, crumbles, and potholes that were there before winter. Call Eaton Paving today. Let's make an appointment to fix those problems when the weather is ready. Eaton Paving and Excavation.
Are you considering buying a new home? A home inspection is a major step in the home buying process. Knowing the current condition of your future home is very important. From simple DIY repairs to major issues that could cost thousands down the road. Not only can TJ inspect your property, but he is also a licensed contractor. Give him a call today at 210-5000 for a free inspection quote.
Time to get out there and enjoy the spring weather in your new all-wheel drive Toyota. Because right now, at the Toyota Spring Sales Event, you could save up to $1,800 with affordable 3.99% financing on a luxurious Highlander. And every Highlander comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and more. So come get your savings, then get out there. Your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
Sure, the driveway looks good now with the snow on it, but you know what will still be under there in the spring? The same cracks, crumbles, and potholes that were there before winter. Call Eaton Paving today. Let's make an appointment to fix those problems when the weather is ready. Eaton Paving and Excavation.
It's time to get down to the business of food, and I'm looking to invest.
$250,000.
Of my own money. It's not just an investment, it's a partnership. Each week, I'll put the best food entrepreneurs to the test.
It has 2.2 horsepower. That's like a go-kart.
Winners hustle and make tough decisions fast.
And drop the ball.
This was a profit challenge. I'm looking for my next food star. The person who I'll be investing in is
Gordon Ramsay's Food Stars premieres Wednesday, May 24th on Fox.
The Joint Standing Committee on State and Local Government heard testimony yesterday on a bill to expand TikTok restrictions on state devices here in Maine. A.J. Douglas spoke to the representative who introduced the bill, who says the popular app poses a threat to confidential information.
Representative Nathan Carlo has introduced legislation that would require the Commissioner of Administrative and Financial Services to adopt rules banning state, executive, and judicial employees from using TikTok on government devices.
This bill is important because, as we've seen in recent reporting, TikTok has hidden and unknown capabilities to surveil individual people and to collect data and to transmit that data back to the Chinese government.
Carlo explains that LD 1007, an act to ban the video hosting service TikTok on all state-owned devices, is a necessary extension to the Governor Mills' existing ban of the app, which is limited to the state executive branch.
The difference between what the administration did and what this legislation is proposing is that my bill would make this law for all departments of state government. Due to the separation of powers, the governor cannot direct what the legislature tells its employees to do, nor can the governor direct what the judicial employees can do.
Everyday users are asking why lawmakers care. Some are still in the dark of past reports where users' data could allegedly be shared with Chinese authorities.
If an individual wants to use this application, they should do so at their own risk. But this application has the hidden and unknown capability to take the data on that user's phone and to send that to the Chinese government.
Carlos says there has not been any opposition towards the bill at this time. In Augusta, A.J. Douglas for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, back in February, legislation was introduced to a congressional committee by a representative from Arizona, deemed the Rescue the Whales Act. The act helps to repeal language passed in an omnibus funding package that supporters say would significantly threaten the survival and recovery of the North Atlantic right whale. On Tuesday, members of the Maine lobstering community testified on Capitol Hill about how this new legislation would unfairly target the Maine lobstering industry.
The largest fixed gear fishery has also never been linked to a right whale death. Our last entanglement was in 2004, and that whale is alive today.
If there are two numbers that you remember from my testimony today, remember 0 and 0. There have been 0 documented entanglements of a right whale in Maine lobster gear since 2004. And there have been 0 documented mortalities associated with Maine lobster gear ever.
Well, there was testimony from NOAA and the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution that showed support for the changes to the legislation. They argued the numbers provided by the lobster industry do not account for Maine lobster gear that may have been involved in entanglements that were never found.
Maine officials are spreading awareness about highway safety. Our David Ledford spoke with some of them about the importance of maintaining safe roadways.
My co-workers and our highway crews have been struck, injured, and killed while working on our roadways.
Once again, Maine transportation representatives and public officials came together in Gardner to talk about highway safety and the dangers of distracted driving as part of National Work Zone Awareness Week. As winter turns to spring, officials say Mainers will likely see an increase in road work across the state. And with that change comes a higher risk of highway accidents. According to a survey conducted by the AAA Foundation for Traffic, 60% of road workers surveyed experienced a near miss while on the job. In addition to being dangerous, Maine State Police representatives say distracted driving can lead to serious consequences.
If you are involved in a crash with someone and you were distracted, whether it was outside the car or inside the car, you can be summoned with a civil VSAC, a ticket. If someone in the car was hurt because of your negligence, then, you could be looking at a civil lawsuit as well.
Officials say that every year, Maine averages more than 500 crashes and 2 fatalities in work zones. To raise awareness of the issue, members of the public are encouraged to wear orange on Wednesday, April 19th. Representatives for the Maine Turnpike Authority say traffic volumes on the turnpike have returned to pre-pandemic levels. Motorists are being asked to follow posted speed limits, eliminate distractions, and pay attention.
Behind that concrete barrier is someone's mother, father, son, daughter, or family member. Someone who's needing to see them when their shift is over. You can help. Please slow down. And please put down your cell phones.
National Work Zone Awareness Week runs until Friday, April 21st, but officials are asking drivers to continue safe practices even after the week has ended. In West Gardner, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
All right, well, the time now is 8:16. Coming up after the break, 2 Belfast mothers have launched a business to get kids unplugged from electronics and to enjoy some active play.
This and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
They've got the sharpest pencil in town. Now they just sit around that showroom figuring deals and whittling that old pencil down. They know that if you buy once, you're gonna be back. So instead of buying one, you're buying 2, and that's a fact. They've got the sharpest pencil in town.
So come on down, neighbor. The coffee pot's on.
At Hashi's Auto Enhancing, our focus is on the appearance, longevity, and value of your vehicle. Does your undercarriage look like this? You can go from this to this. And if you have a new vehicle, you can avoid this. Our annual undercoating service will add years of life to your vehicle. At Hashi's, we also do rhino linings. We can rhino rocker panels, bumpers, trailers, side-by-sides, and more. We take pride in making your ride shine inside and out. Book one of our detailing packages.
Bring your ride to us to protect your investment.
No matter what type of dog you have, or cat you have, Frontline Plus lets you take them everywhere, no matter how you define it. Frontline, the #1 name in flea and tick protection.
Defeated. You win. I won. I won.
Want the speed to finally defeat your mortal enemy?
Oh, there he is! I won!
Only Spectrum gives you Speed Boost for the fastest wireless speeds in the palm of your hand. Get game-changing speed with Speed Boost, only with Spectrum One.
This is our latest hearing aid, packed with 20th century technology. Why beige? To blend in. You're behind your ear. So it's almost invisible.
You mean like this?
How did you do that?
A former game warden will become the next director of Baxter State Park. Kevin Adam came up as the top choice following a nationwide search. According to the Bangor Daily, Adam was a game warden for 28 years and spent the past few years serving in Baxter as a district law enforcement ranger. Congratulations to him.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that, if they had a big search for a missing person or something, he'd be the guy there kind of coordinating everything. So,
right. He's been busy.
Knows what he's doing, so it's good to have somebody like that up at Baxter.
Absolutely.
Now, 2 Belfast moms who were tired of seeing their kids glued to their phones have teamed up to create a business that encourages youngsters to get unplugged and just play. Our Jody Hersey has more.
And I love video games. I love tech stuff too. But it got to the point for me where I was like, guys, no,
Just off the airport road in Belfast, you'll find Kids Unplugged. This indoor play gym, which is open 7 days a week, encourages students and adults alike to put down their cell phones and get their bodies moving.
So our after-school kids come off the bus and they are ready to go. They put their things away and they run and they play and they climb and they jump. They build forts.
Kids Unplugged is co-owned by friends and former gymnasts Lee Parent and Brittany Tarbox. Their company offers daycare, gymnastics classes, gym memberships, and summer camps. It also hosts birthday parties, or the public can choose to pay a drop-in fee for those who would like to use the space occasionally.
What we found, our little secret sauce, is our size. It's just big enough where you can let your kid go and not worry about it, but there's so many things to do here that it's multi-age.
We sometimes have high school age kids. We have sports teams who come to do team bonding activities.
Despite its name, Kids Unplugged also has an online presence full of resources for parents and their kids to keep that connection going outside the gym walls.
We are in the process of creating something called Waitables, which is a small tin that will be available for car rides or restaurants or things like that. So it's an unplugged opportunity for kids to engage with their parents, especially like sitting at a restaurant.
Proving disconnecting now and again is the best way to stay connected to those you love. In Belfast, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Good luck to them. Such an important thing to just put down the phones and video games and that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
You know, get out there and make some memories. I spent half my childhood in a tree, you know,
Yes.
building tree houses and things like that, and
Yeah.
playing war and whatever. Great memories. You can't do that on your little
I know. And I think once you open that door, then there's all sorts of possibilities. You just have to explore a bit.
Yeah. So this is a good opportunity for kids in that area to
Right.
have a little fun.
Absolutely. All right, the time now is 8:21.
Let's get a full look at our weather forecast with Conrad.
And thank you so much. Our main weather today is brought to you by Century 21, Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. Call us today for a free, no obligation evaluation on your property. All right, folks, it's going to be a nice looking day out there today. The last couple of days, not so much. Monday and Tuesday was pretty messy out there. We did have scattered rain showers. It wasn't a big rain event. But still, as this low pressure system moves out of the area, there's another one right behind it. This one, though, will not be reaching us. It's going to be moving out into Canada, but it will be producing a lot of rain, even some snow in the upper Midwest. So get ready. Another round will be moving in. For us, though, we're going to see lots of sunshine, especially tomorrow. Today, though, we will see those decreasing clouds slowly starting to creep its way in, mostly into those overnight hours. But tomorrow will be a nice looking day. And then once again into Friday, we'll just see a few passing clouds. The last 3 days have been really cloudy. We've had pretty much 100% of clouds all over the area. But look at the last week and a half. These yellow colors, that's pretty much indicating some close to beach weather, tanning weather. That means barely any clouds were outside, but we're not lucky like we were last week. And we will be pretty cloudy today once again. And then finally, by tomorrow, a good amount of sunshine. Now, temperatures, though, we were blessed with these warm, well above average temperatures in the 60s and 70s as well. So the last couple of weeks have been very warm. Now things will settle more near the average, I'd say, maybe slightly above average, especially by the weekend, Saturday into Sunday, temperatures close to 60 degrees. But then we cool back down by beginning of next week, and then more neutral weather into those mid-50s once again. We're looking at temperatures today. Mid-50s, surprise, an average outside. We will have mostly cloudy skies. Winds, not a big issue today. Tonight, though, we'll see temperatures in those mid-30s, decreasing clouds and partly cloudy overall. Tomorrow, a beautiful day. Temperatures slightly above average in those upper 50s, mostly sunny skies. Will be a little bit windy, so it will feel a little bit more chilly, but still upper 50s. We'll take that any day. Our extended forecast outlook does show a really nice looking week. We're going to see a good amount of sunshine. Besides Sunday, we might get a couple more chances of rain with temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s.
Dirt Road Acres, your #1 trusted dispensary. Dirt Road Acres provides outstanding patient consulting and services to Eastern and Central Maine. Located at the corner of Route 9 and Route 7 in Dixlawn. Stop by and see Jen or one of the girls today. Now offering delivery.
Make the most of your waterfront with a ShoreMaster dock system from Hammond Lumber Company. ShoreMaster docks and boat lifts have been the trusted choice for decades. With ShoreMaster, you get the expert product knowledge and first-class service you've come to expect from Hammond Lumber. Hammond is the country's largest stocking ShoreMaster dealer, so you won't wait to get the dock system you want. Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire with professional service after the sale. Your dream waterfront begins with ShoreMaster from Hammond Lumber Company.
This is how legends are made.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or qualified lessees with a current eligible lease can lease this Silverado for $399 a month.
The bond between twins is a close one.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war.
As day is tonight.
Would you like me to introduce you to algebra? Al who? Oh boy.
And wrong is to right.
They both say weird kid who eats alone.
You can't have one without the other.
I need my own space.
But we've always shared a room.
I have a training bra.
When you complete your training, get back to me.
Young Sheldon.
Weekdays at 6 on Fox 22.
Dirt Road Acres, your #1 trusted dispensary. Dirt Road Acres provides outstanding patient consulting and services to Eastern and Central Maine. Located at the corner of Route 9 and Route 7 in Dixmont. Stop by and see Jen or one of the girls today. Now offering delivery.
A bombshell settlement in the Fox News defamation case. The network will pay out nearly $800 million to Dominion Voting Systems to avert a trial. That settlement announced after a jury was already seated yesterday. ABC's Lindsay Watts has more on why the legal fallout may not be over yet.
This morning, Fox News' legal troubles stemming from the 2020 election appear to be far from over, even after the network's groundbreaking settlement with Dominion Voting Systems. The CEO of Dominion says it's an acknowledgement that Fox News lied, pushing false claims that Dominion voting machines rigged the 2020 election for Joe Biden.
Fox has admitted to telling lies about Dominion that caused enormous damage to my company, our employees, and the customers that we serve. Nothing can ever make up for that.
A different voting machine company, Smartmatic, has filed a similar defamation lawsuit against Fox. This one for $2.7 billion, significantly more than the $1.6 billion Dominion was seeking. Dominion and Fox settled yesterday for nearly half that amount, just as the trial was about to start. Fox News issuing a statement saying, "We acknowledge the court's rulings finding certain claims about Dominion to be false. This settlement reflects Fox's continued commitment to the highest journalistic standards." Dominion says it's not done yet. The company is also suing former Trump attorneys Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell, as well as MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell, for their false claims about election results. As for that $2.7 billion lawsuit filed by Smartmatic, experts say the likelihood of a settlement in that case appears high. No trial date has been scheduled yet.
Lindsay Watts reporting. Meanwhile, thousands of people gathered Tuesday at the former site of Auschwitz for the March of the Living. It's a yearly Holocaust Remembrance March that this year falls on the eve of the 80th anniversary of the outbreak of the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising. German forces established Auschwitz after they invaded and occupied Poland and killed more than 1.1 million people there. In all, about 6 million European Jews died during the Holocaust. Some of the participants in yesterday's solemn event are Holocaust survivors themselves. Others included philanthropists, politicians, and students representing the more than 25 different countries. They walked past the entrance gate with the infamous words, "Work sets you free. Work sets one free." The march started at the gate and went all the way to Birkenau, which is a large camp about 2 miles away, also the scene of many atrocities as well.
Yeah, you know, Craig, I saw on a social media app the other day that if we were to have a moment of silence for every person that died in the Holocaust, we'd be silent for 11 years.
Incredible.
Yeah.
You know, it's important to have these remembrances, hopefully,
Absolutely.
so it will never happen again.
Right, keep learning about history.
Yeah.
All right, still to come here on the second half of our show, a T-Rex skeleton was up for sale in Switzerland, selling for millions of dollars.
We'll get a glimpse of that and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Time to get out there and enjoy the spring weather in your new all-wheel drive Toyota. Because right now, at the Toyota Spring Sales Event, you could save up to $1,500 with affordable 3.99% financing on most four-wheel drive Tacoma models. And every Tacoma comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and more. So come get your savings, then get out there. Your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, today is Wednesday, April 19th, 2023. It is also National Humorous Day.
Humorous Day is a day dedicated to finding humor in whatever situation comes our way, no matter how difficult. I'd say we're pretty good at that.
We are, definitely.
Yeah. Some people would say that's a dark sense of humor.
We have that, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, that's an additional one tacked on there. It's a day that encourages us to look on the bright side of life, and it's a reminder that we can have a good time with humor and laughter, which is said to be the best medicine. The origins of this holiday are largely unknown, but it has been attributed to the Camel Institute of Humor's director, Larry Wild, who first declared April to be Humor Month in 1976.
It's so important to keep things light, sometimes even when things are at their darkest, because it can make things a little lighter, you know, if it makes any sense at all.
Yeah.
You know.
My birthday's in Humor Month, so...
There you go. Yeah.
I'm a funny guy.
Yeah. My first wife didn't think I was funny at all. She says, "You're not funny," but I kept trying, you know.
Oh, really?
It didn't end so well.
No wonder.
Yeah.
You are a funny guy.
Yeah. I'm kind of getting into the dad jokes now, so I'm kind of lightening up.
That's
I'm
good.
not so dark, and, you know, the kids just shake their heads when I do, you know.
That's good.
3 guys walk into a bar. Two guys hit their head. The other one dunked. It's a dad joke.
The other one dunked.
Yeah. He didn't hit his head.
Oh.
See, that's the exact response I get from my daughters too. They just like, what? You know, it's like, oh, Dad.
Well, it made me feel dumb for a second.
Yeah.
I was worried. Okay.
I might have told it wrong too.
I think you did.
I'm good at that too. So, all right, let's move on here. See, aren't you happy now? You're full of joy because we've been joking around.
You just filled me with joy, Craig.
So, thank you. All right. On this day in history, back in 1775, the American Revolutionary War began with the battles of Lexington and Concord. In 1919, Leslie Irvin made the world's first free fall parachute jump. It was also the first time a ripcord was used to jump from an airplane. In 1987, the first installment of The Simpsons was aired. And of course, on a much more somber note, back in 1995, 168 people were killed when Timothy McVeigh set off a bomb that destroyed the Oklahoma City Federal Building. That was just 2 years after the siege at the Branch Davidian compound, when that ended, when fire destroyed that structure. As we said earlier, Timothy McVeigh was there at the Branch Davidian compound. A lot of people think that's what inspired him to blow up the Murrah Federal Building down in Oklahoma, too.
Right. I know. It's so important to talk about stuff like this. As yesterday was Holocaust Remembrance Day, I mean, it's so important to learn the history because we're inundated with these bad things all the time. I mean, like we saw in Yarmouth yesterday, there's constantly something going on these days. So it's important to talk about it because the
Oklahoma
lives
was a good example of, you know, there was a time when some of these things, I mean, we have school shootings and mass shootings all the time now. There was a time when that stuff was shocking, even more so than today. And Oklahoma was one of those, just shocked our nation to the core. And now it's become kind of commonplace, which
I know, especially for my generation, who oftentimes
you
were
guys
kids.
have grown up in it.
I was a baby during 9/11, so it is so normalized.
Yeah.
Yep, it's just one of those things.
All right, from that to birthdays.
Right. Today's birthdays include actress Kate Hudson, who's 44, actor Hayden Christensen from Star Wars is 42, actress Ali Wong is 40. I adore her. She's hilarious. And tennis star Maria Sharapova is 35.
Ali Wong has a huge hit show on Netflix right now. I haven't seen it yet. What is it called? Beef?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
That's a recognizable name.
Something to do with road rage or
I have
whatever.
no clue what it is, but I like that beef is used as like, oh, I have beef with them.
Right.
I like that that use of it.
Have to check that one out.
Yeah.
All right. Right now we're going to talk about the forecast.
Conrad's going to talk about the forecast. Let's send it over to him.
Thank you so much. Our first weather today is brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. Call us today for a free, no obligation evaluation on your property. All right, folks, hopefully you had your umbrellas the last couple of days. Monday and Tuesday, it was a bit messy. We had some rain showers in the area. Now things are starting to clear out. That rain is finally starting to move out of the area. Visibility is not too bad. We are all at pretty much 10 right now. We did have some pretty dense fog yesterday here in town and just outside into Waterville, Augusta as well. But today, not the same story. Temperatures, though, are colder. We're looking at 30s right now by the coast. Here in town, we're looking at temperatures around 40 degrees, but just north of town, those lighter blue colors, those indicate mid-30s outside, even a couple of temperatures close to the freezing mark. So it's definitely a bit cooler. But look at this. We're going to warm back up into those mid-50s today. Mostly cloudy skies, so we will see peaks of sunshine. Overall, though, lots of clouds tonight. We will see partly cloudy skies, some more decrease in clouds, mid-30s outside. And then tomorrow, we're looking at even a nicer weather. Temperatures in those upper 50s. Lots of sunshine tomorrow, though, but those winds will be blowing out of the northwest and gusting close to 20 miles an hour. Later on today, though, we're actually going to see a good amount of sunshine. Temperatures will be warming back up into the 50s.
All right, well, someone got a T-Rex for a bargain in Zurich. The skeleton sold below its expected range at an auction there. This Tyrannosaurus Rex measures 38 feet long and nearly 13 feet high. It was expected to bring in 5 to 8 million francs when it went under the hammer at Kohler auctions, but sold for 4.8 million francs, which is about 5.3 million US dollars. Promoters say the T-Rex, named Trinity, was built from bones retrieved at 3 different dig sites in Montana and Wyoming between 2008 and 2013. Kohler Auction House said on Tuesday, the Tuesday sale marks the first time this type of T-Rex skeleton has gone up for auction in Europe. I'm still wondering who bought it.
Yeah.
And what are they going to use it for?
It's just giving me this image of like Yellowstone National Park with dinosaurs roaming around. It's so cool.
Right,
It's hard to imagine.
Kind of neat.
Right. All right, still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz will have the latest with sports.
Also have a special interview with some folks who make this really neat lotion out of lobster.
Yeah, it's lobster byproducts, glycoproteins.
Kind of neat. We'll hear all about it when we come back.
Looking to buy or sell a home? The More True team of Better Homes and Gardens works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Give the ladies of the More True team a call today or visit their Facebook page.
Healing Hands Massage in Hamden provides professional massage services tailored specifically for our clients. Healing Hands Massage offers a variety of different massage techniques and services. Healing Hands Massage also offers spa services such as facials, body scrubs, and paraffin wax for the hands and feet. Are you looking for a day of relaxation? Healing Hands Massage offers outstanding packages at reasonable rates. Whether you're looking for relief from chronic pain, stiffness, or just want to treat yourself to a day of relaxation, Healing Hands Massage is the place for you.
The Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub is world-renowned for beautiful dining with a delicious view. Come and enjoy the experience of their all-you-can-eat seafood dinner every Friday night now through April with award-winning dishes from their executive chef, Arturo Montes. Simply call to make your reservation or order for takeout. You can also take your taste buds on a journey with their 5-course international menu, Tuesday through Thursday, for just $29.95 per person. The Lucerne Inn. Beautiful dining with a delicious view.
Hey Red Sox fans, you've got to play You Pick'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Local weekly winners receive prizes from Herman Meadow Golf Club, Penobscot Poorhouse, or The Local. Register now at foxbangor.com. You Pick'em Red Sox is sponsored by Bruns Chiropractic Clinic in Bangor, Eddington Store in Eddington, Maine Collision Center in Bangor, and Twin City Tile in Brewer.
Looking to buy or sell a home? The More True team of Better Homes and Gardens works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Give the ladies of the More True team a call today or visit their Facebook page.
Small town farmers search for love in the heartland.
It's really hit me in the heart like this is real.
Farmer Wants a Wife, tonight on Fox.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Let's start with some football. Up in Orono, the Black Bears are in their final week of spring ball, and looking ahead to Saturday's spring game, they seem to like what they're seeing. Ryan Sudol has the story.
We've come together more, and you feel us have more of a consistent energy and passion for playing.
UMaine football is fast approaching the end of their spring season. After a month of practices, things are looking up in Black Bear country.
There's some growing pains, but we've grown and we've gotten better every single practice, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
On the offensive side of the ball, there is plenty of internal competition, and that has reaped great benefits for the core skill positions.
Our receiver group, our running back group on offense, a lot of guys competing for playing time there, and all of them have gotten better throughout the spring.
And even with a new offensive coordinator in Steve Cooper, don't expect a complete playbook overhaul.
At the end of the day, football's football. We're all getting to the same stuff, just dressing it up different. So, it'll still be all the same things that we saw before.
On defense, like how it ended last season, it started out a bit shaky, but it has picked up in the latter half.
Just looking for us to continue to limit the big plays, and then we did that in our second scrimmage, so just want to take the next step.
But the biggest thing that the Black Bears have improved on since their first practice in March is their sheer intensity.
We want to be the most physical team in the country. To do that, you have to practice that way.
Every day we're trying to take each other's heads off, just, trying to build that depth, keep building a family, and just, not being okay with being mediocre, not being okay with having a bad day or losing a rep.
Now the team awaits Saturday's Jeff Cole Memorial Spring Game. And just because it's a fun day of inter-squad action doesn't mean their fire will die down.
Obviously, we're excited for the spring game coming up this Saturday, but we're also fired up for every time we come out here.
Just great energy, great vibes. We're just trying to compete, and, obviously offense is trying to win the day, just like defense is. So, we'll see what happens on Saturday.
In Orono, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Looking forward to Saturday. Let's go to the Garden now, though. Celtics hosting Game 2 of the first round. They're looking to take a 2-0 lead over the Hawks before hitting the road. Atlanta, they're trying to steal a road game away from Boston. Celtics looking to stay hot after Game 1. First quarter, not a good start for Boston. DeAndre Hunter, he's going to pull from 3 here. That's going to put Atlanta up 22-11, but the Celtics would eventually find it. Tied up here at the end of the first. Not anymore. Malcolm Brogdon nails the half-court heave, sees up 3. Second quarter, Celtics up 10 and running. Marcus Smart getting the oohs and ahs from the crowd. No-look pass finds Tatum, who glides in for 2. In the fourth, sees up still, but Atlanta hanging around. Bogdan Bogdanovic nails the corner 3 off the inbounds. Hawks down 8, but Boston would put out that fire fast. Up 17 here. Tatum finds Smart open for 3. He buries it, puts them up 20, and the Celtics are heading to Atlanta with a 2-game lead. All right, let's go to boys lacrosse now. Fresh off of their season-opening win against Bangor last week, Brewer boys lacrosse looking to go 2-0 against Morse on Tuesday. Shipbuilders, they're facing the Witches over at Cameron Stadium in Bangor. We're going to pick this one up in the first quarter. This is Ryder Goodwin for Brewer, knifing his way through the defense and ripping one into the net. Witches strike first, 1-0. A minute later, it's Bjorn Langford for the Shipbuilders. Looking for a chance here, decides to take it himself, and it pays off. Shipbuilders tie it at 1, and it's 1-1 after 1. In the second now, Aiden Davis with a real nice spin off the defense. He's going to sneak it in bottom shelf. That gives the Witches a 2-1 lead. They'd be up 3-1 at the half. But in the second, the Shipbuilders would go off. Here's Langford again. Almost the same situation as before and the same result. One of 7 second-half goals for Morse. They win 8-4. All right, going to some baseball now. Husson baseball in action in the rain on Tuesday, hosting the Terriers from Thomas College. Eagles looking to get back in the win column here with a midweek conference action against Thomas. We're going to start in the first inning. Runner on first for Tony Meza. He's going to rip this one to Keegan Sayre at second. Sayre flips to first. That's a double play. Couple of batters later, it's going to be Jared Willett up. He's going to line this one into left field. And that ball is going to bring home Cam Haynes for the first run of the ball game. Willett on first with an RBI single. Bottom of the inning, Husson down 1. Jackson Curtis up. He gets a fastball and strokes this one. That's not coming back. And this game is tied. He's hyping up the bench. Bottom of the third we go now. Same score. The other Curtis at the dish with the bases loaded. And Hunter gets a hold of this one. That's going to the wall in left field. All 3 runners come home on the double from the freshman. Eagles go on to win 5-1. They would lose game 2 by that score. All right, let's stay with some baseball here. On Tuesday night, the Portland Sea Dogs hosted their 30th season celebration exactly 29 years after the first pitch at Hadlock Field. On April 18th, 1994, the Sea Dogs hosted the Albany Colony Yankees for their first game ever at Hadlock. Over 6,000 fans showed up for the long-awaited debut back then. Now, nearly 3 decades later, a lot has changed, but one thing has stayed constant. The Dogs are a huge hit in Maine and all over New England.
We had no idea that first year we'd set an Eastern League attendance record. I mean, we played in one of the smallest markets, but yet year after year, the fans come out in record numbers, and it's really a testament to the community on how well they support this team, on how successful this team has become over the years.
All right, here's to 29 more seasons in Portland. Until the time we have for sports, we'll be right back after the break.
You never know what opportunities life will send your way. But if you have moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis or psoriatic arthritis, Enbrel can help you say, I'm in for what's next. Willing to put yourself out there to try something new? I'm in. Care for a seat at the Thursday night game? I'm in. Upgrading your home court?
I'm in.
Enbrel helps relieve joint pain and helps stop permanent joint damage. And with less pain, you're free to join in. Enbrel may lower your ability to fight infections, serious, sometimes fatal events including infections, tuberculosis, lymphoma, other cancers, nervous system and blood disorders, and allergic reactions have occurred. Tell your doctor if you've been someplace where fungal infections are common, or if you're prone to infections, have cuts or sores, have hepatitis B, have been treated for heart failure, or if you have persistent fever, bruising, bleeding, or paleness. Don't start Enbrel if you have an infection like the flu. When opportunities come your way, be ready to say, I'm in for what's next. Ask your doctor about Enbrel.
Silver Fox Automotive is a family-owned and operated company with more than 30 years of experience. We are originally from the county and offer competitive prices and promise you will be completely satisfied with our work. We offer a stress-free experience to both our new and returning customers. We only use parts from reputable brands to ensure your vehicle is safe to drive. Here at Silver Fox, there will always be a friendly face to greet you. Come see us at 2004 Audlin Road in Herman.
NexGard is the flea and tick protection that's #1 with vets. Your vet trusts it for her patients and her own dog. Plus, its delicious beef flavor is #1 with dogs. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Ask your vet about NexGard.
When Cat Tracks in LaGrange wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Cat Tracks in LaGrange is your dealer for Hewitt lifts and Rolodox, with the goal to get you on the lake faster than anyone else.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. We're here with the co-founders of Marin Skincare. Patrick is the CEO, and Amber here is the co-founder and
Chief Product Officer.
Chief Product Officer. Guys, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having us.
So this is a really Maine-centric product, and we're really excited to be able to share it. This started as something that you would use personally, right? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so I struggled with eczema for most of my life, and I was one of those people who had tried everything from moisturizers to steroids and lifestyle changes, and I just couldn't find anything that worked like a lot of people. So the steroids are really harsh and they can cause damage if you're using them long term, and the moisturizers don't really do much to help. So all through college, I was basically just living with eczema, just suffering with it.
And Amber and I met on the first day biomedical engineering undergrad at UMaine.
Cool.
So it was a very, it had to be us being bioengineers, and then we met lobster scientists researching a protein found in lobster that allows them to pop off and regenerate limbs. And there was some research to show that in the same way they could regenerate limbs, this protein could help repair the skin barrier. So after enough trying the different solutions, we decided to use this DIY cream the lobster scientist, Dr. Bob Bayer, was making. And the rest is history. It worked so quickly and really intensely.
Because this was on your face, right?
Yeah, it was really severe all over my face, all over my upper body, but particularly on my face.
Right.
So when I started using this first version of the cream, I started feeling a difference within the first 2 days. And after about 2 weeks, my eczema flares were literally just gone.
Wow.
It was incredible. It changed my life.
Incredible. And one of the important parts here is it's made from lobster. To explain the process, and this is one more way to use every bit of the lobster.
That's right. So it actually, the protein comes from the circulatory fluid. So that fluid goes down the drain right now in lobster processors. So we partnered with Luke's Lobster, a B Corp down in Saco, to collect it as a natural byproduct of their operation. And then we, in our kitchen and now in our lab, did a little protein purification to upcycle it and use it as our new skincare ingredient.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, this is, there's no killing of lobsters for
No.
just the product.
No. It's only coming from lobsters that are already going to become seafood. Yeah. So it's taking what would be wasted and using it to really radically improve people's lives and then contribute to a more circular blue economy. And how does it smell?
It doesn't smell like lobster. That's one of my questions. Are you going to smell like a lobster?
Well, you can taste it if you want to.
I'm not going
to doesn't taste like lobster either.
It's just a nice lotion.
So guys, I don't want to put you on the spot here, but I've also heard, because my old co-anchor Joe did a story with you guys about a year ago, and there's evidence to suggest it could be helpful for brown tail moth rash as well.
Yes.
What's up with that?
So that's one of the cool things about being scientists, building a business, still learning on the go. We had no idea. We launched this as something that would help with eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis, dry skin. And along the way, our customers have statistically significantly found new use cases for the protein. So it turns out it's really good at hydrating and repairing, but also soothing. So when you have red, irritated, upset skin, that's what is caused by the brown tail moth caterpillar.
It's contact
hairs.
dermatitis is what the hairs cause.
Okay.
So where can you get this? We're kind of running out of time here, but if people are interested, where can they get it?
So it's available on our website. We recently just stocked with LL Bean. We're at a few select retailers across the state.
Good for
We're
you.
about to stock at CVS.
Thank you. What's the URL?
MartinSkincare.com. You could also Google lobster lotion, lobster and eczema. We're the only thing that's going to come up.
Cool.
Very neat.
That's awesome, guys. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you
for
so
having
much.
us.
Of course. We'll send it over to Conrad Zapinski for our full weather forecast.
And thank you so much. Our main weather today is brought to you by Century 21, Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. Call us today for a free, no obligation evaluation on your property. All right, folks, it's going to be a nice looking day out there today. The last couple of days, not so much. Monday and Tuesday was pretty messy out there. We did have scattered rain showers. It wasn't a big rain event. But still, as this low pressure system moves out of the area, there's another one right behind it. This one, though, will not be reaching us. It's going to be moving out into Canada, but it will be producing a lot of rain, even some snow in the upper Midwest. So get ready. Another round will be moving in. For us, though, we're going to see lots of sunshine, especially tomorrow. Today, though, we will see those decreasing clouds slowly starting to creep its way in, mostly into those overnight hours, but tomorrow will be a nice looking day. And then once again into Friday, we'll just see a few passing clouds. The last 3 days have been really cloudy. We've had pretty much 100% of clouds all over the area. But look at the last week and a half. These yellow colors, that's pretty much indicating some close to beach weather, tanning weather. That means barely any clouds were outside, but we're not lucky like we were last week. And we will be pretty cloudy today once again. And then finally, by tomorrow, a good amount of sunshine. Now, temperatures, though, we were blessed with these warm, well above average temperatures in the 60s and 70s as well. So the last couple of weeks have been very warm. Now things will settle more near the average, I'd say, maybe slightly above average, especially by the weekend, Saturday into Sunday temperatures close to 60 degrees. But then we cool back down by beginning of next week, and then more neutral weather into those mid-50s once again. We're looking at temperatures today. Mid-50s, oh, surprise, surprise. An average outside, we will have mostly cloudy skies. Winds, not a big issue today. Tonight, though, we'll see temperatures in those mid-30s, decreasing clouds and partly cloudy overall. Tomorrow, a beautiful day. Temperatures slightly above average in those upper 50s. Mostly sunny skies. Will be a little bit windy, so it will feel a little bit more chilly, but still upper 50s. We'll take that any day. Our extended forecast outlook does show a really nice looking week. We're going to see a good amount of sunshine. Besides Sunday, we might get a couple more chances of rain with temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s.
At Hood, our love for New England inspired New England Creamery. We make it with premium Hood milk and cream, then we overload it with the good stuff. Like Green Mountain Mint Chip with a rich, fudgy swirl. Maine Sweet Blueberry with real, delicious blueberries. And Cape Cod Fudge Shop, packed with fudgy truffles. Hood's New England Creamery. From Hood, for New England. Try all 13 flavors.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
Why do thousands of customers take the drive to Newport for all their shoes? Because Comfort Shoes & More has the styles you want, and they also have trained podorthists on staff to help you with all your footwear and arch-support issues. We provide free foot evaluations by people who care about fitting you with the most comfortable shoes you will ever own. We have shoes in stock up to 6C and size 17, from safety shoes and boots, running, walking, casual, or dress. We have it all at Comfort Shoes & More, 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport, across from Irving.
Feeling good, feeling great, feeling great, feeling good.
Oh, okay. I was going to say exactly that.
This spring,
Feeling great, feeling good, feeling great, feeling good, feeling great.
one show
Metal.
we got that! Is making it rain.
You're going home with $10,000 just like that.
25 words or less.
Best game show host.
Meredith Vieira.
Weekdays at 9 on Fox 22.
Two World War II Maine veterans are heading to New Orleans to be honored by a well-known veterans organization.
Devin Dagnall met with them for the departure of their trip.
Where are you going today?
The World War II Museum. Tomorrow or whenever it is. And I have been a charter member of that ever since it was organized.
Tuesday morning, 102-and-a-half-year young World War II Navy veteran Edward E. Hendrickson and 100-year young World War II Coast Guard veteran Florence Smith flew out of the Bangor International Airport to visit the World War II Museum in New Orleans. At the museum, the pair and their comrades will take part in the Soaring Valor program through the Gary Sinise Foundation.
What are you going to New Orleans for?
I don't know. The trip was planned, and I didn't even know anything about this until a week or two ago.
According to the Gary Sinise Foundation's website, veterans who attend the program will be treated to entertainment, celebratory meals, and community building with their fellow heroes. Despite not exactly knowing what trip he's going on, Hendrickson says he's excited to be going to New Orleans for the fourth time.
So I'm just anxious to see it again and see what the other fellows, other veterans are doing.
Knowing exactly where she's going, Smith says she's excited for the new experience.
What are you looking forward to?
Well, just the trip, because I've never ever been there.
According to Hendrickson's guardian, Joy Asuncion, the pair will be among the first Maine veterans to experience Soaring Valor. In Bangor, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Good luck to them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That looks fun. All right, Spotify might know your music taste better than you do. A new report by the Wall Street Journal is giving some insight into how the world's largest streaming service creates personalized playlists for its users. Spotify relies on artificial intelligence to come up with recommendations for users. According to the report, the company uses a collaborative filtering process on its music database. It looks at when songs appear on a playlist and how often. If it is frequent, they will show up on a user's recommendation list. Spotify also uses content-based filtering. This algorithm looks at release dates, the music label, the song's loudness, and duration to create a personalized user's experience.
Very interesting.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Hey, quickly before we go today, this week is, what's it called exactly?